What is going on, guys? My name is Professor Nigel, and today I've got some Modern Warfare 2 Team Deathmatch on a state for you guys. If you guys are curious, my class is the ACR with the Suppressor, Semtex, Flash, Bangs. My perks are Scavenger, Cold-Blooded, and Ninja, and then my streaks are Harrier, Chopper, Nuke, as always. So if you guys are new to my channel, go check it out. Got a ton of throwback Modern Warfare 2 videos, and hopefully in the near future I will also have some other throwback Call of Duty videos for you guys. So today I wanted to talk about if they remaster Modern Warfare 2. There's been a lot of talk that the next Call of Duty could bring along with it a remastered version of Modern Warfare 2, and this being my favorite Call of Duty game, I thought there would be some obvious pretty key things that they should fix before and when they remaster it, and then there's the things that they should just absolutely leave alone. So unlike the original Modern Warfare being remastered, which I didn't think they did a bad job on, but there was things that were just added into the game that just kind of ended up ruining it. If a game is going to be remastered, I'd so much rather just have it be the original game. You don't need to add new things in. If people are willing, and there's so much outcry to have a game remastered, you don't need to make it new. People are willing to play the game just with the updated graphics and whatnot. So for me, I really don't think they should be changing anything beyond the obvious problems that this game faced when it was out there and new and whatnot. So obviously there's the basics like hacking and lag, which I mean are a couple things that I think should already be addressed, and there's a lot less of on even just the backwards compatible version of this game. So obviously when this game came out, it was on the Xbox 360, and the Xbox 360 was a lot easier to mod or have hacks on and stuff like that. So it's not really been a problem on Modern Warfare 2, the backwards compatible version. So I think it goes without saying, if they were to remaster this game, they would make it with anti-hacking and whatnot, and I think that also just comes down to the console we're playing on. So I don't think that would be a problem. Lag, when it comes down to it, that can also just kind of be a personal issue, but there was definitely a problem on this game of lagging out, the host migrating every 2 seconds, and I think there can be some ways to remedy like the servers and stuff like that. So I think those two are things that should and will be addressed no matter when and how they remaster this game. But going on into the actual gameplay and the actual multiplayer, there were definitely a few complaints that a lot of people had. First and foremost, spawns. So this is still definitely a problem in the backwards compatible version. I definitely still spawn right next to people, right behind people, or right in front of enemies who end up just being right behind me, and I literally run for 2 seconds, realize I'm in the enemies, or where the enemy's like hiding, and I die within 2 seconds because I've been spawned in such an absolutely terrible place. So that definitely easily needs to be addressed, and I think that would definitely greatly positively affect the gameplay. It's a problem that is still like relevant and happening today, so I think that needs to definitely be addressed. The next thing that needs to be addressed is probably one of the most broken features of a Call of Duty game, or even a first-person shooter for that matter. This game had the most broken system with noob tubes and one-man army. One-man army, if you don't already know, was the perk that allowed you to change your class. So you'd be able to change to the same class. You'd run one-man army, danger close, and one other perk, whatever you wanted. And you'd be able to just literally have infinite grenade launchers and infinite claymores, and you'd be able to sit in corners of the maps and literally just launch your grenade launcher across the map. And the grenade launcher was so powerful that you'd be able to get it anywhere near a person and you'd be able to kill them. So people would sit in the back of Afghan, and they'd be able to send grenade launchers, especially in domination, literally right to the objective to B or C, and they'd sit in the corner of the map and be able to just rack up kills just because they were launching noob tubes. So it was without a doubt the most broken feature, and I don't think they should take out noob tubes or take out one-man army for that matter. I think when it really comes down to it, what they should have done in the first place of this game being created is they should have reduced the damage that grenade launchers do, and they should limit the amount of times that you can use one-man army within a life. So really, I really am a believer that they shouldn't be changing too much from this game, and they shouldn't be removing it, because I want the feel of Modern Warfare 2. I don't want this to be if Modern Warfare 2 had been altered in some way. I want it as close to the original game as possible. And for me, I think the two things that would make it better without changing it too much would be to make those two changes. Not having one-man army, be able to just infinitely reset your class and whatnot, and also grenade launchers need to be toned down. Now, a lot of people have the idea, or a lot of people really felt that kill streaks were overpowered. For me, I really loved that about Modern Warfare 2, and I loved when you could have like 3 Harriers and a Pavlo and an AC-130 in the air at the same time. That is what made this game so hectic and so entertaining to me, when it was just an absolute shit show in the sky with all these kill streaks going on. And for me, I feel like that's something that shouldn't be messed with. A lot of people complained about it, but at the same time, when it really comes down to it, there's a super simple counter. If someone has a chopper gun or an AC-130 in the air, all you really have to do is have a class with cold-blooded and a stinger on, and it literally takes 2 seconds to shoot down a chopper gunner. It's not impossible, and I think a lot of people complain because nobody really ran the stinger class, and even people today still don't run the stinger class and stuff like that. So, I mean, for me, yeah, sure, you could look at it and say the kill streaks are overpowered and whatnot, but it's what I loved about this game so much, that you could have these awesome like kill streaks, and it'd make the game so much more fun when you could really rack up that kill streak. It's something that I also think is missing in some of the newer Call of Duties. For me, it's just so much harder to get some of the higher up kill streaks, and even then, most of the kill streaks aren't even that crazy. They're attack helicopters at best, which, I mean, is fine. It worked for Call of Duty 4, and it worked for World at War and stuff like that, but for me, being able to have a variety of kill streaks, and kill streaks that are actually decent and like entertaining to use, is what I think made this game so great. Like, as you can see, I was on a kill streak, and obviously it was probably just a little bit of dumb luck, but those Harriers took me out. Like, it's not unreasonable to have kill streaks that can do damage. If there's a way to counter it, then I think by all means there should be like it should be in the game. I think for me, there were more overpowered kill streaks in Black Ops than there were. As an example, the SR-71, there was no counter to that. And although it was only like a support kill streak and it wasn't like killing people or anything, for me, it was more overpowered than any kill streak in this game. So those are some of the thoughts that I had if they do remaster Modern Warfare 2. I really hope they do. If you guys enjoyed this video, go check out the rest of the videos on my channel. Got a ton of other throwback Call of Duty coming out. Thank you guys so much for watching, and see ya!